everyone, I am Chardee McEwan-Guzda. I am your guide to unlocking your fullest potential. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what you're experiencing right now? Like there's untapped potential just waiting to be discovered? Well, you're not alone. And today, we're going to explore exactly how to find your true potential, and also how to start living the life that you were meant to be living. This is a question I get from my clients all the time. So lock in. So first thing is first. What does finding your true potential actually mean? Well, it's about discovering your unique gifts, your passions, your abilities, and then harnessing them to create a fulfilling and purposeful life. It's not about becoming somebody else. Please do not think that. It's actually about becoming more of who you already are. It's like amplifying you by 10. So today, I'm going to share some really powerful strategies with you that are backed by science and also backed by what I see with my clients every single day in my years and years of practice. So it's time to help you uncover and embrace your true potential. You might want to get paper and pen. You might want to pull out your phone if you're watching this on your laptop so that you can pull out your notes, because this is going to be jam-packed. And you know what? Go grab a cup of tea as well. Now, if you're a lover of this channel, you're going to hear me say this again and again and again. It all starts with mindset. Mindset is the foundation of everything. Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist at Stanford University, introduced the concept of growth mindset, the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. So if you've ever thought, I'm not good at that, I want you now to start to reframe that thinking. Instead of saying that, say, I can't do that yet. The word yet opens up the possibility for growth and learning. It is time to embrace challenges, to see these as opportunities rather than obstacles. It's now time to persist in setbacks, understanding that failure is just part of the learning process. And it's key to building skills. And it's also time to start to celebrate effort over outcome. Focus on the progress that you're making, not the progress that you're not. Also, it's really important that we understand that our potential is not fixed. Your potential is not something that just is. It's one spot that you're going to get to and you can't get any further, because it's also based on all the people that have come before you and your family and all of those in front of you. It's not a fixed spot. It's something that you can expand every single day by embracing new experiences and learning from them. The research from the VIA Institute on Character, yeah, that's a real thing. People who use their strength daily are happier and they're more fulfilled. So finding your true potential involves knowing what you're naturally good at and what brings you joy. Lots of people lock into the idea that a job is something that they loathe or hate or they have to do. So they actually go and pick things that they loathe and hate and feel like they have to do. So it marries up as equal in their heads, in their thoughts. So we really rile against sometimes finding things that we're naturally good at because we feel like we need to work harder at things, and we feel guilty about being paid for things that naturally bring us joy. So as I'm talking about this, I want you to think about activities that make you lose track of time, and it's not scrolling. Could be scrolling. If you can get paid for scrolling. What topics do you love to talk about? What tasks come really easy to you? These are all clues for your strengths and your passion. So I want you to pause it here, and I want you to answer those things. So what topics do you like to really talk about, and what tasks come easily to you? There are practical steps that you can take for this. So taking notes, the 2 questions that I just asked, but also you can take a strengths assessment. So online tools like the VIA Character Strengths Survey can provide insight. You can also reflect on past successes. This is actually a really good one to do because it gives you that beautiful dopamine hit, and our ego kind of loves it as well. So I want you to write down all the times that you felt accomplished and all the times that you felt energized. Perhaps those times that you were like, pat on the back, well done. I want you to write those down. And if you're having a lot of trouble with this, if you're somebody who gets caught in a lot of negative thinking as well, I want you to ask for feedback from someone that's actually going to tell you the truth. I want you to ask people, what am I good at? What do you think I'm good at, or what comes naturally to me? Because sometimes others see our strengths that we just kind of look at as, oh, we just think everybody has these things. And that's actually not the case. So when you align your life with your strengths and your passions, you're not just working harder, you're actually working smarter. And that's when amazing magic things start to happen. There's actually a psychology professor in California that found that people are 42% more likely to achieve their goals just by writing them down. Doesn't that stat just blow your mind? But it's not just about any goal. It's about setting goals that are meaningful to you. So instead of setting a goal like make more money, I want you to dig a little bit deeper than that. Money's great. Also, why do you want to make more money? Is it for security? Is it for freedom? Is it to help others? Do you just want more stuff? I want you to really think about those things, and I want you to align your goals with your deeper values. So there are some real practical steps that we can do here. And when we write down our goals, we need to be very clear about why these matter to you. You've probably heard people talk about this as your why. What's your why for that? This is what they mean. Like, why do you want to do that? If your why is pretty lofty, you're probably not going to put your time and effort into it because you've got other things to do, like scroll on YouTube. So we've really got to be clear about why it's so important to you. And that's why writing it down really works, because a lot of times we have this thing called our monkey mind where we're all over the show, swinging everywhere. But when we write things down, we actually can view them as true, or we can view them as, actually, that's not important to me. I think it's important to me, but it doesn't actually align with my values now. It could have been really important to me a while ago. Different version of me, maybe a version of me from 20 years ago. So once we've got all these goals written down, we can actually create an action plan for these, which is break all your goals down into smaller, manageable steps. Now, I spoke about this in the last episode, and if you're a vegan, put your fingers in your ears, because we actually used to talk about this as how do you eat an elephant? So that big, huge goal, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? So when we break down each goal into smaller, manageable steps, we get to eat the elephant. And also, it's really, really important that you review this regularly. Keep your goals very visible. You've probably heard of this as a vision board. Some people like to have it as their cover screen for their phone, or have one on their computer that they can see all the time as well. It's important that you revisit them so you can actually see, once you've achieved them, tick them off. And also, as I was saying before, we've got to make sure that these goals are relevant to us. We've got to make sure that we're not just hanging on to goals from 20 years ago that actually don't align with the person that we are now, because our frontal lobe is fully formed and we've got different goals that we're after now. So setting goals gives you a direction, and we are big fans of direction here. It's like having a roadmap to your potential. And remember, it's okay, as I was saying before, that your goals evolve over time. That's actually part of the journey. And my goodness, this is going to make all of you uncomfortable, but you're going to thank me for this. I promise you. Maybe not today, but you definitely will. Your true potential is outside your comfort zone. It's 100% outside your comfort zone. There's an incredible psychologist, Abraham Maslow, who said in any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or step back into safety. And that back into safety is your comfort zone. And nothing amazing happens in your comfort zone. Feels good, comfortable, got a great name for it. They named it well. But that's not where your goals are. That's not where your dream life is. That's where you rest. So it's really important that we make a plan and map forward how to move past our comfort zone. Let me give you an example of this, because I'm a big fan of examples. So if public speaking scares the bejesus out of you, and it used to scare the bejesus out of me, but if you're really drawn to it, taking a class or volunteering for a small speaking opportunity, getting a speaking coach, getting hypnosis, doing things that are going to be actionable towards that goal is going to open opportunities and open doors that you have never imagined. So I want you to commit to doing one thing that scares you each and every week. It's almost like an Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? We really need to embrace discomfort. Recognize that feeling nervous is a sign of growth, because you're getting out of that comfort zone. And once you're out of there, I want you to reflect on your experiences, not as if it's good and bad, but I want you to reflect and say, what did I learn? And how did that help me grow? I can absolutely promise you that every time you are pushing your boundaries, you are expanding your potential. It's in these moments of challenge that we discover new strengths. And on this journey, it is time to surround yourself with positive, we're going to underline that one, influences. I know you've heard this before, but you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your environment plays a huge, I didn't do that Australian enough. It plays a huge role in your growth. If you're surrounded by people who are constantly striving for improvement and support your growth, you are more likely to do the same. I want you to start seeking out mentors. Find people who inspire you and learn from them. Join communities, engage with groups that share your interests and your goals. And I want you to limit negative influences. Be mindful of relationships that drain your energy. Just remember that being part of a positive community not only supports your growth, but it also makes the journey more enjoyable. Now, I know I've talked a lot about action here, but finding your true potential isn't just about the action. It's also about reflection and self-care. Mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay connected to your inner self, making sure that you're on the right path, and it ensures that you are absolutely moving in the right direction. So regular meditation or mindfulness practices can increase self-awareness, reduce stress, and enhance your ability to make decisions aligned with your true self. I have got lots of free meditations over on Spotify. I've also got a podcast that's called Meditation Magic. I'm also over on Insight Timer as well. There are so many opportunities for you to find meditations, rewiring meditations that allow you to calm down your nervous system so that you can access your inner wisdom. You have to be the person that presses play. Every time you press play, what you're doing is you're signaling to your current self and your comfort zone that you are ready to move from it. What a simple action for such a profound change. I want you to remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. It is a cliche saying, but it has stood the test of time for a reason. Taking care of yourself is essential to unlocking your potential. You are showing yourself that you are worthy and you are worth it. So finding your true potential is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous growth, learning and embracing who you are at your core, not the person that somebody told you to be. You have unique gifts and strengths that the world needs. And by taking these steps, you are on your way to unlocking them. How exciting is that? Now, if you're ready to dive deeper and get more tools and resources and support on this journey, I invite you to join my community. Inside, you'll find 2 live calls a month, plus a library full of courses and an incredible supportive group, all dedicated to personal growth and living life to the fullest. Click the link in the description and learn more and become part of a community that is about empowering each other. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video so that we can inspire more people to find their true potential. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, the journey to your true potential starts with a single step. You've taken that step today. Keep taking more steps. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.